Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Imagine Live, Chapter 199.
That's crazy. 199 times we've stood on your screen as the longest running weekly professional wrestling program in Pennsylvania today, and we thank you for tuning in.
Don't forget to like and subscribe this video right now. We got a lot going on here tonight. Fallout from our show this past Saturday in Reynoldsville. We will hear from the Classic Rockers, who were victorious this past Saturday, right? No, you guys lost.
Yeah, that's the thing about these troublemakers. They make trouble everywhere they go, and they don't just cheat in Altoona. They also cheat in Reynoldsville.
Yeah,
but it's all good.
They're cheating everywhere.
Yeah, it's all good.
Everywhere. Also, we'll hear from Cato. He's in the house tonight. Speaking of also in the house, the Rad Boys are also in the house. We'll also hear from one half of the Watch, the Sideshow Psycho Malachi Gage. We'll hear from your friend and mine, Lucio DeVere. The Real Deal, Magnus Knox. The Good Neighbor, John Ross. Eric Enders. The Troublemakers. Newcomer, Jason Hendricks. And Gerard Garrett. We'll hear from them all a little bit later this evening. We also have a brand new fan of the week. We'll have that in just a little bit. And in the main event tonight, defending again his Imagine Live Heavyweight Championship is that lowlife, James Ross. He will be battling the number one contender for the Imagine Heavyweight Championship, Lucio DeVere, in our main event tonight.
That's crazy. The longest reigning Imagine Live Dojo champion, James Ross, the most recent graduate besides Magnus Knox from Imagine Dojo, against the 20-year veteran, Lucio DeVere. Yeah. Great matchup here for a Wednesday.
Yep, just 10 days away. I know we just got done in Reynoldsville. We're just rolling right along. We always say, or we have been saying that June's a big month for us here at Imagine Wrestling, and it started, Saturday in Reynoldsville, and it's rolling right into Altoona on June 15th for Volume 52. Just a little bit of VIP tickets. I think just under 10 tickets are still available for VIP. So if you haven't gotten them yet, get them now. Go to the website, get your tickets now. And of course, General Admission is still available as well. And then Du Bois Days is Sunday, June 16th. That is Father's Day. And then the Sykesville Fair on June 22nd with the return of Fandango to the area. Plus, our members-only program on YouTube. We talk about it every week. If you're not subscribed, well, if you're subscribed, great. But if you're signed up for our premium channel, it's $9.99 a month right on YouTube. If you can't make any of the shows, if you miss Reynoldsville, guess what? It's on there now. It's already on there. 2 days after the show, it gets uploaded to YouTube. So if you can't see us live, just go to the YouTube page there and check out all the shows, because they're all on there. Any shows you've missed, you go on there and check them out. And what do you always say about seeing Imagine Wrestling?
The best way to see Imagine Wrestling is to see it live. Feel the electricity. Sit in the imagination. It is an experience unlike any other and one of the most affordable, family-friendly events that you can go to on a Saturday night. A great time even for non-wrestling fans. The Imagine train is rolling strong in June. It's going to be nuts. June 15th in Altoona, Du Bois Days last year, the largest crowd to ever witness an Imagine Wrestling event with over 1,100 fans in attendance. You want to be a part of that. If you can, turn out for all of it. A great schedule here. June 22nd, Sykesville Fair. And it's going to be crazy, Mike.
Yeah, man, we got so much going on. And plus, next week is Chapter 200. 200 episodes of Imagine Live from the dojo, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. on YouTube. Next week, we're celebrating episode 200. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll have a little bit of that coming up here a little bit later. But at this time, I'd like to go ahead and mention our sponsor here coming up in 10 days, and that's Renewal by Anderson. If you're looking for high quality windows or patio door home investment options within your budget, contact Jordan Trees of Renewal by Anderson today. 814-330-9870. Contact DC Bentley. Get new windows.
We're in the business of helping our friends and anyone in the imagination. DC Bentley's your guy. Invest in your home, invest in your family, invest in yourself with Renewal by Anderson.
We also have 4 title sponsors for our show coming up on June 16th on Father's Day for Du Bois Days. One of which is Medical Resources LLC, looking for a medical plan that fits you and can help. Her goal is to help you find and enroll in the right plan. She thrives by building trust and confidence with her clients, making your complete satisfactory her priority. Call Ann King today at 814-410-1412.
We'd also like to thank Forest Customs LLC. Whether it's custom-built cabinets and sheds, general carpentry, or pressure washing, painting, and staining, Forest Customs LLC are here to help. Visit their website at forestcustomsllc.com or call them today at area code 724-980-7800. That's Forest Customs LLC.
We can't forget about Delaney of DuBois. They have Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram trucks, and Hyundais. The man in the trenches is Greg Clark. Ask for him by name. His name is Greg Clark. He's a good man and will help you with your new and used car needs in the DuBois area. Give him a call at 814-527-4226. Again, Greg Clark.
And our final sponsor is going to be Kristen Foltz and Carol Foltz of Coldwell Banker Realty. If you're buying or selling a property in Treasure Lake or DuBois, Pennsylvania, finding a real estate pro who is intimately familiar with Treasure Lake and DuBois neighborhoods, plus schools in Clearfield County, various HOA covenants, market conditions is imperative to getting to the closing table fast. For years, they've helped clients buy and sell houses in the Treasure Lake and DuBois areas in Pennsylvania. It would be their pleasure to help you with your real estate transaction today. Visit the website today at DuBoisAreaRealEstate.com. That is Kristen Foltz, Carol Foltz of Coldwell Banker Realty. We thank our sponsors.
Thank you again. And if you haven't already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. And again, go and subscribe. Now, a little bit about Chapter 200 next week. We'll have some surprise returns, multiple matches. So I would expect potentially a longer show for everybody next week. Looking forward to that. But while we're at it, why don't we go ahead and see who the fan of the week is for Chapter 199 right now. There you are. Thank you, Michelle, for being our fan of the week. And if you or anyone you know or love would like to be a fan of the week, make sure you send in your videos to the Facebook page, send it over to Messenger, or hit us up on Instagram. Get us those videos and pictures so we can make sure that you are our next fan of the week. Now at this time, I would like to bring in our Imagine Tag Team Champions, the Rad Boys. Bang and Jake Wiley, all that, Braden Elliott, successful in defending your tag team championships this past Saturday against, well, the Watch, a new, we have James Ross and Malachi Gage, respectfully, but nonetheless successful in your defense.
It's very loud. Very loud. You hear that pounding?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I was looking at earlier.
That's what it sounded like after the bell rang. 1, 2, 3, and we retained these. Was that?
I don't think it sounded like that.
It was pretty close. No. So, I read that we're supposed to talk tonight about our competitors coming up. 2 other teams that are going to be challenging us for these.
Just 10 days away. Big triple threat match against Cato, Gorgeous Gregory, and the Classic Rockers.
You heard him. 10 days. 10 days. I thought it was like 2 weeks, but I mean 10 days. And you know why we're going to win, Mike Zeke? You know why we're going to win, Imagination? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Brain, tell him why. Tell him.
I kind of figured that was coming. Yeah. Well, I think we're going to walk in next Saturday. I think we're going to win the tag team titles. We're going to retain them because, well, one, I think we have a little bit of an experience factor. Not over Jimmy the Hippie, not over Cato, but over the 2 teams together. Because, well, the Classic Rockers, they've had 5, 6 tag matches together. We've been in the ring with them. We know what they're about. We respect what they're trying to do. And we respect the fact that we see a lot of them.
Us.
Us and them. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. You got me going crazy over here. Yeah, there's a lot going on, especially.
It's his cats and dogs that keep hitting the ceiling.
And then we got Kato and we got Greg, and they've had 2 matches, and they think they're ready to take the tag team titles. So the experience factor goes to the 2 guys that have been teaming for, I forget how long it's been. 3, 4 years now, Jake?
How many times have you been tag team champions again?
That's right. Jake, tell him.
I believe that is also 4.
It's good to know you can count, buddy. But the more important thing, next Saturday, is that your tag team champions, Jake and Braden, you know what? You know. He knows. He knows. I know. We'll be in the house!
I got his hat.
There you go, fired up tag team champions, the Rad Boys, looking to defend their tag team championships successfully in just 10 short days in a triple threat match. And now at this time, someone who was unsuccessful this past Saturday, the real deal, Magnus Knox. How are we feeling after your matchup this past Saturday against Kato? Tough loss.
Well, you said I was unsuccessful, and you're wrong. I was not out in Reynoldsville to win. I was out to teach a lesson to Kato and the crowd of Reynoldsville, and in that, I succeeded. I taught them the lesson of good wrestling. They got to witness the Magnus Knox seminar in that 7-star classic. So you were wrong, but that's okay because you learned a lesson. And that's what it's all about, is learning lessons. And there's a lot of lessons I've taught. You know, I've taught how to milk an almond, and there's many lessons I could teach, like how to milk an oat. Or I could teach you about gym etiquette. Like, you don't need to wipe down the sweaty equipment after you're done. You can leave it for someone else because you got to focus on your workout because you're better than everyone else because you're Magnus Knox. You know, I could teach you about nutrition, you know, like meal prep. You know, everyone complains meal prep is so hard, but all you have to do is steal your coworker's food from the fridge. I don't see a name on it. You snooze, you lose, man. I could teach you about fashion. You know, wearing sunglasses inside is completely acceptable and it looks fantastic. So, look, I'm giving away too many lessons for free here. I could be a life coach. I could be charging a lot of money for this, but I'll tell you this. The next person that wants to learn a lesson can step in the ring with me on the 200th show on the Imagine Live. Very important date coming up. It's my birthday. The show's kind of important. But yeah, I'm issuing an open challenge. So, from the real deal, I'm off to go raid the fridge. I'll see ya.
Right, and those are tips from the real deal, Magnus Knox, issuing an open challenge on our 200th episode next week. So looking forward to seeing who accepts that. And now, at this time, let's hear from who I like to call Double G, Gerard Garrett, right now.
Good evening, Imagination. My name is Dave Brown. I am here with Double G, Gerard Garrett. Unfortunately, Gerard, Volume 51, not due to any lack of effort. You came up just short against the world beater, Chris Coleman. June 15th, though. Back on track against Alexander Danis. Tell us what your thoughts are.
You know what? It's good to see Alex Danis coming back to Imagine. Looking forward to it on June 15th. And I got to say, tonight was a dogfight. I gave Chris Coleman everything I had, and he battled me like a man, one-on-one. So what I need to do is get back in the gym, back in the ring, fine-tune a few things, and then I'll be back in the title picture. And with the people of Imagine behind me, Double G will be your Imagine heavyweight champion soon.
June 15th, it starts again for Double G. We'll see you guys there. Back to you.
Alrighty, now, at this time, I'd like to bring in two well, let's start. Let me pump the brakes. I'd like to bring in someone I saw a little bit earlier today. I told him I'd be calling him in here. If you're around, neighbor John, I'd like you to come by. If you're here. Hey, yeah. Just come in from outside.
Yeah,
It's wet out there, man.
yeah, definitely.
You want to take that?
Word to the wise, neighborly advice. Invest the $3 or $4 in an umbrella. It'll save you a lot of time. Yeah. You mind if let me switch sides.
Yeah, sure.
And don't mind me. As you might know, Monday was Good Neighbor Day. It was the birthday of John Ross, so I'm putting down the ginger ale today and being a little caffeinated. We've been celebrating all week, so I've been get myself caffeine. It's a little warm. This was nice when I was outside and it was cold, but it's a little warm in the dojo here. Oh, look. All right, where was I? Ovaltine 16. You know, Imagine Wrestling. Went to Reynoldsville, and I'm not going to lie to you, I was a little disappointed. Lucio DeVere, congratulations, you were the better man. You came out ahead of me. Now, I wish I could say, I wish I could sit here, look into the rotoscope, and tell everybody at home that going toe-to-toe with the number one contender makes me feel good, makes me feel competitive. But as I roll in, back into Altoona on the 15th against Eric Enders, I have a loser leaves town match, and I got to be honest, I'm uncertain. Anything could happen. But here's the thing. The only thing that makes life worth living, makes life possible, gets your blood pumping, your adrenaline going, is waking up every day and facing a challenge, facing uncertainty, facing things that you don't know how it's going to go. And as a matter of fact, as you know, and I know, anything can happen in the world of wrestling.
Get some help out here. Anything, right, Johnny? Anything, huh? Anything. Anything! How's that for anything, huh? How's that for anything? How's that? You want to mess with my match on Saturday, huh? You want to cost me? You want to cost me another win? This Saturday, next Saturday, the 15th, loser leaves town. You know, I know what's going to happen. It's not anything. I'm going to send a good neighbor packing to another neighborhood. And Johnny, just like your son prospered after he ditched you, Imagine Wrestling will be that much better off with just Eric Enders.
Good evening, Imagination. My name is Dave Brown, here obviously with the Troublemakers.
Shut up, Dave! I've had enough! Do you know who I am? You know who I am, Dave? Who am I? Say my name! Say it into that microphone!
Glenn Spector.
I'm Glenn Spector. No more jokes, no more games. This is Caden Christopher. This is Tyler Brooks. We're the Troublemakers. Cato, you disrespected me. You know what? You want to talk about how I look? That's fine, because I come from a great line. All right, Dusty Rhodes, Harley Race, but the reality is I kick ass in that ring, and you know it. Tell him, Tyler.
Lucio, you may have came out on top tonight, but that doesn't matter because I'm better than you. I will always be better than you, but this isn't over. I don't care where it is, when it is. I want you again, and I'm going to show you that I'm that damn good.
I'm furious. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Okay, take the mic. Take the mic.
Kato, look. You disrespected the boss. You disrespect me. When he's done with you, if you're still alive, I guarantee I will finish you off. And that's for you, gorgeous Gregory. I will show you why. I'm the most naturally gifted athlete in all of professional wrestling. And I will turn you from Kato's boy to Kato's bitch.
Here's the reality. Dave, get back in here. You stacked the deck against us, Cato. 6-on-3. That's your idea of fair. Mr. Good Guy, Mr. Imagination, the guy all you guys cheer for. That's what you like. That's what you like, Imagination. That's what you respect. Well, let me tell you something. It's absolute crap. It's not fair what happened to me. It's not fair what happened to Kaden. It's not fair what happened to Tyler. So, I'll tell you what, Cato. Big man, Mr. I own Imagine Wrestling. You're responsible for everything that happens in this ring, right? Huh? You're responsible. This is your show. Huh? Imagination, they're your people. You're responsible. Well, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Cato, eyes on me. Eyes on me. Hold this, Tyler. Take responsibility for this.
And that is an FAKT fact.
There you go. Clearly, you see the Troublemakers causing some trouble. Dave, I hope you're doing okay. This time, I'd like to bring in two gentlemen that are already behind me here, classic rockers who were, again, unsuccessful this past Saturday, but we're looking ahead 10 days away from the triple threat match for the Imagine Tag Team Championships.
You know, 10 days. There's no doubt. Me and Jimmy, we don't speak because we know exactly what you're feeling. Underneath it all, the two teams, they know that we're the next tag team champions, the Rad Boys. You know what I see in your eyes? I see fear. I see fear that you know that me and Jimmy are coming to take Rosie and Sally or whatever their names are. You know that. Yeah, I don't like Nicole. But, and Kato and Greg, Kato, you said it best. We are the hottest thing. We are the hottest tag team wrestling in Imagine Wrestling. I double said that, didn't I? I'm a little nervous. I'm a little fired up. But guess what? We're fired up too, and we ain't burning out. Tell him, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's right. There's a fire on the mountain, and the classic rockers are the ones that lit it. It's starting to spread. We're at the top of the Imagine Wrestling Billboard charts with no signs of slowing. See the action, hear the reaction, fear our traction. We're not stopping until we have gold around our waist. Jimmy the Hippie, Chris Sands, classic rockers. We're going to put out the greatest hits of summer, and we invite you all to come sing along.
Good luck to you both in just 10 days. Could be our new Imagine Tag Team Champions. We'll see in just 10 days. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, make sure you go to the website, get them now. Just, I think, under 10 VIP tickets still available. And my last guest for this evening will be one half of the Watch, the Sideshow Psycho, Malachi Gage. So, this past Saturday, hello,
Hi.
Unsuccessful against the Rad Boys, trying to pick up the tag team championships. What's in store for you coming up in just 10 days?
You know, I'd love to tell you what's in store for me come June 15th. But Imagine Wrestling's wonderful, so good at his job. Love to have him around. Matchmaker Casanova Cato has neglected to tell me what my match is for June 15th. That's wonderful, isn't it, Mikesy? Tell me it's wonderful.
I don't think that it's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. However, I have found out from the best heavyweight champion Imagine Wrestling has ever seen what my match will be come June 16th in Du Bois. I was informed that June 16th in Du Bois, I will be wrestling Imagine Wrestling's resident father of the year, Lucio DeVere. That is, of course, if he makes it through Chris Coleman the night before. If he lets him. If he lets him, Michael. But, in the event that Lucio DeVere makes it to Sunday in Du Bois, myself and my darling girl, Mary, have a very special gift for him this Father's Day. And he'll find out once again why professional wrestling and Imagine Wrestling is for the Watch.
Alrighty. Thank you, Malachi.
I almost forgot. Take it away.
Sideshow Psycho, Malachi Gage. And At this time, let's hear from newcomer Jason Hendricks right now.
Good evening, Imagination. My name is Dave Brown. My guest at this time is Jason Hendricks. Jason, June 15th, you're going to be back in action here at Imagine Wrestling. Nobody really knows a lot about you, myself included. Just grab a quick word with you here.
Tonight, we had all the song and dance, the pomp, the circumstance, and what happened? Riddle me this, what happened? I was cheated yet again for the third time. Jason Hendricks was cheated for the third time at Imagine Wrestling. And you know what? I'll cut the imagination. I'll cut you a deal, huh? You want me to cut you a deal? June 15th. I'll be back in Altoona. And anyone who wants a taste of this, who wants a taste of it, can have it, because I am done playing games.
Back to you guys.
There you have it. Newcomer Jason Hendricks.
I like him. Kind of.
Do you?
Yeah. I haven't met him really.
Okay. Well, as I said earlier, we look forward to always having a fan of the week. If you or anyone you know has not been fan of the week, or you've been fan of the week, again, new season, send those pictures in. Let's see who we can get to be our fan of the week for chapter 200 next week. So send in those pictures, and we'll be sure to get you on in the coming weeks. And now at this time, I'd like to mention our sponsors for our show on June 15th. I said 15th show. Like I can talk today. If you're looking for high-quality windows or patio door home investment options within your budget, contact Jordan Trees of Renewal by Anderson at 814-330-9870. It's right there on the screen. Call DC Bentley. Get new windows. We'd also like to say thank you to our title sponsors we have coming up in Du Bois. That's Medical Resources Solutions, LLC. Call Ann. Also, Forest Customs, LLC. Delaney of Du Bois, and then Christine Fultz and Carol Fultz of Caldwell Banker Realty. I can't talk tonight, man. Between the heat, the thunder, thinking that the ceiling's going to come in on us. We got so much going on here tonight, man.
Hey, it's a live broadcast.
Malachi Gage just assaulted me and my pen.
So
much going on here tonight.
Anything can happen and probably will here on Imagine Live from the Dojo. And we thank you always for tuning in. Hit like, subscribe. Like all things social media for Imagine Wrestling, check out our website for ticket and event information, www.imaginewrestling.com.
And at this time, I'm going to head up to the ring, get some pre-match comments as I've been doing the last couple of weeks, and I'm going to turn it over to Cato.
All right.
If I can use your microphone for a second, Jimmy,
It's all yours.
Look, I don't want to go this situation with Glenn Spector unaddressed. I saw what you did to Dave, and I mean, what's the point? He's not a wrestler. I know why you do the things you do, man. You're a bully. We've all had to deal with them in our lives. These guys that talk loud and make aggressive gestures. But here's the thing, man. You are not going to bully me. They say a man that is harmless is virtuous. But I disagree. A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a dangerous man that knows how to keep that danger under wraps. That's me. I'm a dangerous man. I don't want to be the guy that drives his fist through your face. But if you don't start showing my guys, my crew, my people here in Altoona a little more respect, you're going to deal with this dangerous man one-on-one. That's all I got to say about that. I do want to briefly touch on this tag team match coming up on the 15th. It's completely different from Glenn Spector, man. I'm going to tell you now, I almost feel like a kid in a candy store. I am so excited about this match. The idea of wrestling against the Rad Boys, against the Classic Rockers, team with Gorgeous Gregory. I'm excited. I'm excited at the opportunity. Those four guys are amazing. But we're pretty damn good too. If I have anything to say about it, there's going to be new tag team champions that night. I do wish both other teams good luck, but I'll tell you somebody I don't wish good luck tonight. The guy in the ring that Mike's about to talk to right now, his name, take it away.
And with that, my guest at this time, he is the longest reigning Imagine Live heavyweight champion in our history. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the lowlife, James Ross.
The longest reigning Imagine Live heavyweight champion in history, but no luck from Cato. No luck. What did the watch ever do to you? Yeah, go grab a seat. That should be fun. Anyways, I also wanted to correct you from about 10 minutes ago. Malachi Gage is 1/4 of the watch, not 1/2 of the watch. That being said, tonight I defend this championship, so let's set our sights to the past right now. Let's look back a couple of weeks. You remember lowlife James Ross versus Enigma Lucio DeVere for the Imagine Wrestling Live Heavyweight Champion? I remember it. And now if we come back to present time, if we take a wee gander around the ring, whoa! Look at that! It's the Imagine Live Heavyweight Championship, still on my shoulder. And tonight, it's going to be no different, because all I do is win. Speaking of winning, June 15th, Tito Orich, lowlife James Ross, a kick in the nuts match. You know, he implied that I enjoy nuts, but he's the only guy who has challenged people to this match type, so I think he just really enjoys fondling those things. That being said, Saturday, June 15th, we're both going to be grabbing nuts, Tito. The difference is, after I kick you in yours, I'm going to grab mine with swagger and walk to the back in victory, while you're laying on the ground, grabbing yours, struggling to catch your breath and asking why you picked this fight.
Good luck. Challenger not only tonight, but challenger for the Imagine Heavyweight Championship, Lucio DeVere.
That's right. I got a big match tonight, but an even bigger match in less than 2 weeks, June 15th, for the Heavyweight Championship. But this time, the difference between my match tonight and 2 weeks ago, I was so close. I almost had it. I had the lowlife beat, and then Coleman interfered right when I was about to win and be the new Imagine Live Championship. But I haven't seen Coleman around anywhere tonight, which gives me a better chance. Whether the friends of Lucy are here in person, are here in spirit, I know they're here to support me, and I'm going to do everything I can that I don't have to worry about Chris Coleman interfering. And then June 15th, after I've won the Imagine Live title, you know, maybe it can be champion versus champion. And I go on to maybe the biggest challenge of my life. Why Coleman's not here, I don't know. He doesn't think I'm worth his time. I'm not good enough. Well, I'm going to prove you wrong. I have the support of the friends of Lucio now. And I've wanted this since I was young. I've had this passion for this business since I was a little kid. Dreamed of fighting for the championship, of being the champion, of calling myself the best. You know, when other people left the business, decided to come back and try to win the title, I never left. I stuck around this whole time, through the bumps, the bruises, the injuries, and we'll do everything to show why I have this passion, to show why I will be the next Imagine champion. And with the support of the friends of Lucio behind me, I'm going to do my best. And Chris Coleman, I'm going to beat you. And when all is said and done, new Imagine Wrestling heavyweight champion, Lucio DeVere.
Good luck. Send it back over to Jimmy.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Yeah, I've been a professional wrestler and a tie-dyer, both of over 15 years. I've been to 33 states and 3 countries. I've wrestled and sold tie-dye in all of them. You can see my shirts, the tie-dye. I hand tie and dye on guys like Mick Foley, Rhino, Abyss, thousands of items sold, every single one of them hand tie-dyed by me. Please support me on my journey. Buy a shirt from Flying Hippie Tie-Dye on Facebook. I thank you for always supporting me, supporting Imagine Wrestling. Welcome back to the podium, Mike Zeke.
Well, 199.
199, brother. It's been my pleasure to share this podium with you. Who knows what next week will bring, so I guess we celebrate now, man.
Yeah.
You've been a friend of mine for a long time, and it's
man.
my honor and my privilege to be your co-host and sit here every Wednesday, man. I look forward to it each and every week.
I appreciate that, brother. I
Something
enjoy
else?
doing this every week with you. And what I love more than just hanging out here and just talking about stuff, I like talking about wrestling and calling the action. So let's head to our main event right now. Introducing first, he is your friend and mine, Lucio DeVere.
2 decades of being an enigma. This guy is showing no signs of slowing and is just now cresting the top of that hill for the Imagine Wrestling title.
And as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, I did my fact checking. He is indeed the longest reigning Imagine Heavyweight Live Champion, that lowlife James Ross.
When you think of long reigning television champions, you think of guys like Rob Van Dam and top tier performers. James Ross joins that with this run. The longest running Imagine Live from the Dojo heavyweight champion. This kid is all attitude.
The reign keeps going.
He said he's gonna grab him and swagger out of there after he wins at the next event. Mike Zeke, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. John the ref looked like he was just going to sock him. He was trying to take the belt from him.
This kid's got some audacity. There you see it.
I'm not sure that's the A word I've heard people use talking about one James Ross, but I digress.
Well, whether you agree or disagree, he gets results. Your official for the contest this evening, referee John Williams.
Kentucky Waterfall Williams is what I like to call him. Boy.
I like how John Williams grows a goatee on both the front and back of his head.
It's pretty impressive. Lucio DeVere reversing. Here we go. Woo! Big chop right out of the gate.
You knew Lucio DeVere was going to come out swinging the lumber.
Yeah, man. Big shot. He has an opportunity here to be a potentially a two title holder, champion. I mean, in the heavyweight title, can he put him away? 1, 2.
Nothing would cap off Lucio DeVere's career better than being both the Imagine Live from the Dojo champion and Imagine Heavyweight champion. Yeah. This is a man that the big title has eluded all 20 years of his career. He is hungry. He is ready. Lucio DeVere has all the momentum in the world.
I already know what I'm going to call him if he wins tonight and wins the heavyweight title. You ready?
Yeah.
Lucio 2 belts.
Lucio 2 belts. Big gourd buster there. Drops him right on that face.
James Ross, no spring chicken, man. He's been putting in work. I mean, I know it says it right on his tights. He's a lowlife, and we've seen it displayed every Wednesday and every Saturday show we have, around the area. And but it's hard to argue with his tenacity. Hard to argue. Racking up all these W's left and right, at least as far as singles competition is concerned.
There you see James Ross, as usual, taking that shortcut.
Yep, crushing the windpipe.
Referee John Williams all over him for it.
Big drop kick.
Missile drop kick, chips the paint. Lucio DeVere hurting right in the sternum. Look at that single bottom rope springboard knee drop. Very innovative.
Very close to the ropes on that cover. Maybe thinking about using some leverage there. Maybe.
Absolutely. I'd like nothing more to see Lucio DeVere just clean this kid's clock. Just knock the snot right out of this kid and teach him a lesson once and for all.
Yeah, just mocking Lucio DeVere at this point. I mean, James has an opportunity to potentially, soften up Lucio ahead of his matchup. As he said earlier, it's the biggest match of his life, his career.
Lucio DeVere is a man about moments, and he understands how big of a moment and opportunity he has each and every time. Even tonight here in this ring on a Wednesday, Lucio DeVere is a fighter.
Yeah, he is. He doesn't quit. Big.
Nice delivery on that suplex by Zeke. Youth versus wisdom here. You have to wonder how much the experience of Lucio DeVere is going to come into play and how much the youthful aggression, we'll call it, of James Ross.
But what's crazy is, his cohort in the watch, the son of one Lucio DeVere, Malachi Gage. And I know at one time, Lucio DeVere was responsible for teaching him a few things. So it's possible that, Lucio had, or not Lucio, I apologize. Malachi had those conversations with James. What is happening right now?
Yeah, it's an inch.
Oh, big drop kick to the face. Basement drop kick. He put him away here.
I think he bent the mohawk. Yeah, you raise an interesting point, Mike Zeke. How much scouting ability does Malachi Gage have? How much insight can he give James Ross here as he battles Lucio DeVere? Very interesting dynamic. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. It's I've said this multiple times about Malachi Gage. He's very methodical in what he does, how he stalks his prey, I'll say.
Just like
I know
James
we're talking
Ross.
about people, but I mean, that's basically, I don't know how else to describe it.
Well, he's a psycho.
Yeah, I mean, he said it's in his name.
Yes, and much like James Ross, Malachi Gage, a second-generation athlete.
Ooh, big ol' miss for the lowlife.
That cleared the sinuses of this snot-nosed kid.
Big shot. Boom! There's a soup bone for you. There's another one.
Lucio DeVere up to a vertical base. Both men off the ropes.
Oh!
Big knee lift. Shades of Mike Rotunda right there.
I like that.
Very close fall there off that knee lift.
Yeah.
Very old school move used very effectively.
Explosive too.
And we've seen many practitioners of the high knee lift. Jake the Snake Roberts, big high knee lift guy back in the day.
Harley Race.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the game.
James Ross, man, he's very deliberate in his tack here. Very, I can't say that it's nothing too fancy because we did see that single rib springboard earlier.
Yeah.
He is just like a factory of doling out damage any way he can. He'll bend the rules. He'll take shortcuts. He'll laugh while doing it. This James Ross, he respects no one.
I don't claim to have a PhD in anything, but I'm starting to put together what's happening here. If you notice, James Ross has been working on the upper back and the neck of Lucio DeVere this entire matchup. And I know that our heavyweight champion's finishing maneuver is a running power slam.
There's two for you, buddy.
What are the two main spots that are the most at risk when you take that kind of move, Jimmy?
That would be the head, neck, shoulder area, the high back area. There's an explosion into the turnbuckle. It knocked the bottom turnbuckle off. James Ross gets dumped right on his bean, Mike Z.
Yeah, he's just pleading.
I'm pretty sure the back of your head and your knees aren't supposed to hit the ground at the same time.
No, I don't think so. Oh my God, another big shot from Lucio.
Lucio DeVere up to a vertical base.
There's another one.
This is going to be our Renewal by Anderson window of opportunity. Call Renewal by Anderson 330-987. There's a sling blade. Sling blade. Lucio DeVere is going to put this kid away and walk out of here with the belt.
That's the precursor for The Darkness Falls. Or is it the DVD, the dastardly DVD that Lucio DeVere invented? There it is!
Oh, he got all of it. He went airborne.
Can he put him away and become the champion? Two! Just a 2 count, Jimmy.
Referee
Just
John
a 2
Williams in
count.
perfect position. Impeccable officiating here. James Ross just barely sliding out of that one.
Wow, I thought that was it, man.
I thought
for
that,
sure that was
that
it.
record reign was about to end and I was going to laugh.
Yeah, I just mentioned the fact that it's official as of this week. It was official, and he potentially could lose everything that he's worked so hard for tonight.
That very set he was going to grab and swagger out of here is in his throat right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucio DeVere.
Oh!
That was another high fall onto that shoulder area.
It's a long way down, man.
Oh, he's going all the way up.
Watch your head there, kid. What a frog splash, Jimmy!
I've never seen him do that. James Ross
Wow.
up in the lights with that frog splash. Love him or hate him. I appreciate some high flying, and that kid had the ups.
I don't see too many people getting that high on a regular basis other than you. And that was impressive from the low life, James Ross. Oh! Missed the Inzaguri.
That was all air.
Up! Here it is! He's calling for the Darkness Falls! He reverses! Into the ropes, drop down. Oh, he caught him! He's got him goozled! There it is! Darkness Falls, here it is!
He got all of it.
1, 2!
Are you kidding me?
Are we serious right now?
That was it. That belt was his.
Unbelievable, Jimmy.
John Williams all over him, as he should be.
There you go, Lucio!
As I said earlier, this man's a fighter.
This will be a preview of Father's Day. Oh!
Darkness was about to fall for Malachi Gage there, too.
Yeah, it was.
I believe Lucio DeVere just put the watch on notice.
Yeah, he did. Wow. Wow.
Wow, what a match.
I'm just trying to get them out of here.
Lucio DeVere might still go after these guys.
Insane.
Referee John Williams.
Insane way to end.
Still
As
trying
the
to.
watch head out here. Lucio DeVere unsuccessful in winning the Imagine Live Heavyweight Championship, but had it not been for Malachi Gage, I believe we would have had a new Imagine Live Heavyweight Champion in your friend and mine, Lucio DeVere.
Don't be discouraged, man. That was one hell of a fight, one hell of a performance, and in my mind, you won, Lucio. Good job, dude. That's exactly the ass whooping that kid needed. What is up?
Yeah. Wow. Another chaotic episode of Imagine Live down, and one for the history books on the horizon. Don't forget, Chapter 200 live, 7 p.m. next week, live on YouTube. If you haven't already, like and subscribe this video, subscribe to all of our socials, get your tickets for all the shows we have coming up, and we'll see you in just, I think he used to say it's just 7 days, right?
Yeah.
Just 7 days.
7 days.
We'll see you next week for the biggest show we've had, episode 200. See you next week.